Anyway, hi everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about this weird experience I had, I think it was a month ago. So anyway, um, I was at the grocery store and I was getting some fruits and stuff because I was like, I need to have a little more antioxidants in my diet, in my life. Because still a smoker, unfortunately, and I don't want to have all them oxidants just running around in my body. So I need to do a little something. So this guy came up to me and he was like, "Oh, I like your beard." And he started asking about what I put in it and all that kind of stuff. And I was telling him, and my friend was on the phone, but I was using a wireless headset, so you wouldn't be able to tell that I was actually on the phone. And the conversation went into what I did for work and where I'm from and all kind of stuff. And the conversation went on till about 30 minutes. My friend was still on the line. He's like, Jesus Christ, would he just ask you for your number and get it over with? And I was like, okay, this is weird. So I hung the phone up. And I was genuinely kind of happy because as I said in previous videos, I get a lot of people that just automatically assume that I'm a thug or I'm no good or something because of my beard and tattoos, and doesn't make it any better. I'm a black man. So you know the conversation continued to go. He told me what his wife did. He had a kid and he knows people in high places. And he was talking about, if I don't like my job, he can put some word in for me and something. And I was like, I don't really know who you know. I don't know how they're gonna help me, but networking is never a bad thing. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm okay with it. Anyway, at the end of the conversation, he was like, "You're really cool. You seem like a really good person, and it look like you work out, do you play sports or whatever." I'm like, "No, I was a weird kid in high school. I just like working out." And he was like, "Okay, tell you what, we can do coffee at some point because you seem really cool." And so we exchanged numbers. And I called my friend afterwards. And my friend was like, "I mean, what guy is going to? He must be trying to get at you or something." I'm like, "Nah, I don't think so." I'm like, it would be good to actually have friends, decent friends. And he texted me after he left and was like, "Great meeting. You seem like a real good person. I want to put some word in for you. And, I can't promise anything, but, I'm like, it's fine. If I get a friend, I'm okay with that. I'd be really happy with just making a friend." So, anyway, I think I'm kind of crooked, but anyway, so anyway, I, I think that was about, I think there was a Wednesday. By Friday, he texted me and he was like, um, if I wanted to do coffee on Friday. And I'm like, that's fine. So we agreed on a location. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to give the wrong idea or anything. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to dress in something real simple. And I dressed in gym wear because I was planning to go to gym right after. And on my way there, well, when I got there, because it was a little late, he said, or it's okay, we just ordered coffee." And I'm like, "We? Okay." So um, I went in and it's him and his wife. So at this point, I'm like, Christ, I hope it's not any weird swinger thing because um, no. So anyway, I said hi, and I left my wallet on the table with them, and I went up to the counter, got my coffee, and sat with them. And we proceeded to have a conversation about me and life and where I'm from and their stories and everything. I started realizing that the conversation, well, the guy took over the conversation because me and his wife were just at it about life and the field of human services and everything. And I guess he realized it wasn't going where he wanted wanted it to go. And he started talking about his mentors and how he was very attracted to their lifestyles because they had all this unlimited time, they were making passive incomes, and he kept saying, like, he had three mentors, and he was saying how athletic they are and how they don't have to work all the time and they make six figures, and I still wasn't sure where they were going with this. And then they started talking about when they started dating, they had a lot of student loans and everything, um, but now they're a six-figure income household. Now that part rubbed me the wrong way because if you're trying to sell me a lifestyle, it's two of you, two people making a good income will make a six-figure household. It's not that serious. You told me you're an engineer and your wife owns her own business. You guys should be naturally a six-figure income household. Me and my roommate are six-figure income, a six-figure income household. So they wouldn't tell me what this opportunity was. They kept talking about a mindset. Um, and it started rubbing me the wrong way because not because I had any other expectation, even though I really honestly wish he was pushing a friendship because I don't seem to make friends that easily. So I was kind of hoping that it would have been that, but obviously not. So then he proceeded to talk about they like almost like he scouted me because he had a feeling that I had the mindset of earning. Now, that offended me a lot because are you trying to say I look like someone that want to get rich quick? But anyway, I continue to be civil. This is a part that really I think kind of got them. They use the same. So basically, I'm going into it's an MLM. Okay. He asked me, okay, what if COVID never happened and you had like $1 million in your account? What would your life be like? And I was like, well, I would get a small townhouse, probably still drive the same car, pay my student loan off, and not work for like 4 months and backpacking to random countries. I don't want a hotel, no resorts, just hostels and my backpack. And I guess at this point, they kind of figured I'm not a materialistic person. And then when I went into the whole idea of my generation seemed to be more interested in experiences and not material stuff, they didn't really know how to address that because then now you can't sell me a dream if I never dreamt or I have no interest in dreaming. So now they started to sum some stuff up. Now, the other part that annoyed me, you're having coffee with me on a fucking Saturday morning. Excuse me for swearing. Why are you dressed up in blazers and stuff? Why? Because you want to give me the idea that you're so up there that you just dress like this all the time. Stop trying to fool me. I'm not dumb. I drove a nicer car than them, and I don't have car payments. They had like a 2009 Honda Accord. Those are great cars, but if you're talking about lifestyles and dressing up in blazers and coffee, you should be driving a Mercedes. Okay, if you're trying to make an impression. And then it hit me, and this is when I started getting really angry. At this point, I left the table. They were telling me they were gonna have a Skype meeting on Sunday, and I should dress up in a blazer and a tie. Um, this is what really hit me. Human beings are not naturally kind things. We are basically animals. We're intelligent animals, and intelligent animals, just like any other animal, usually looks out for himself or his family or people from his group. You think these people were just gonna spot me in, well, him is gonna spot me in the grocery store and be like, hey, I want to make that guy rich. I want to tell him the secret of complete financial independence and freedom. He looks like a good guy. Let's make him wealthy. No one does that. Even Wall Street traders, people that trade on Wall Street, will tell you they can guide you, but they will never tell you their secret because then now you're going to put them at a disadvantage because now you're immediate competition. So that makes no sense. And it really, really infuriated me. So when I left and he called back, I didn't answer. And then I sent him a message and I'm like, what is the product you're selling? Because you wasted my time with these meetings and I still don't know what product or service you are basically selling to make money. Because you're not telling me to invest in anything. You're just telling me about this lifestyle and mindset and mentors and financial freedom. But what exactly is being produced or sold, or what service is being offered? And he's like, well, you have to come to a meeting. I'm not doing that, dude. Like, be straight up with me. I'm not gonna fucking be a part of the pyramid scheme. Okay? Unless you're gonna give me the startup capital and we're gonna work on your startup capital. I'm not putting a fucking dime in that shit. And I said to him, when I paint, I can make $200 in a week. Now, that's not a lot of money for painting because I'm not a known artist. But with the pyramid scheme, sometimes you're lucky if you make that for 2, 3 months because a lot of them you have to keep purchasing products to maintain your subscription. And I could very well tell by the way he kept using the word mindset that is one of them situations where they're going to make you feel guilty if you can't make money and you're like, yeah, I got to step out of this. You're going to say, oh, it's your fault because it's your mindset. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. And as I said, don't insult me by telling me that you know a way of making me wealthy. But you drag your wife along to come out there. Like, I'm not your relative. Why such an interest in me? You think I'm stupid? Why such an interest? Oh, I saw this black guy at the grocery store. He was buying groceries. I think I need to make him wealthy just like us. Nowhere on this earth at any given time anyone has ever said that. So I was pissed for a couple of days. I'm not gonna lie, I was royally pissed. But then after that, I started looking at the anti-MLM stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, the script sounds quite similar. And I bet you they reach out to me because they want their money out of it, or they want to, they want someone out of them so they can make their money back. But not today. Not with this dude. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So if any of you out there see these people or these kind of people come to you and try to make friendships, and then all of a sudden they have a financial opportunity, shut it down. Shut it down because they don't care about you. In fact, I never got a text from him after that. That was it. Once he realized that he ran into the wrong person because I'm a minimalist. I do not care about a lot of money. I don't know how to handle a lot of money. It stresses me out. He realized that I wasted my time. So on a different note, I have a date tomorrow. Like most of my hundreds of dates, they never go anywhere, but something to look forward to. So anyway, until next time, have a good night.